Welcome to XX Will Travel, a podcast for independent women travelers. I'm Kathy Pokerbeck.
And I'm Inez Bellina.
And we're here today with Rosalind Cummings-Yeates. Welcome.
Thank you.
She is an award-winning journalist, author, and arts critic specializing in travel and culture. Based in Chicago, she pens stories that reflect the spirit and traditions of people and destinations. Her credits include USA Today, Go Escape Magazine, Hemispheres, Miami Herald, MSN, Women's Day, Marriott Traveler, Chicago Sun-Times, Midwest Living, Orbit, Salon, Bride, Chicago Magazine, Travel Life Magazine, and Sherman's Travel. She is an adjunct professor of journalism at Columbia College Chicago and is a member of the Society of American Travel Writers and the American Society of Journalists and Authors. You can follow her on Twitter and Instagram at FarSightedGirl. And we were just discussing how she has the most Shakespearean name of any of the guests.
Yeah, my mom is a retired English teacher, and I was named for Rosalind, and As You Like It. The Yeates came from my ex-husband, and I didn't even put together the fact that this was such a literary name until after we were married and I decided to hyphenate. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And welcome.
Thank you.
So we invited Rosalind here today because there have been some comments about certain countries made by
that figure in the White House.
Thank you.
The 45th.
45. We'll just call him 45. Referring to some countries as shitholes. And I was scrolling through Instagram and I noticed that Rosalind had all these beautiful pictures of Haiti, which was one of the countries that was denigrated. And we invited her on here because this episode is our love letter to Haiti.
Aww.
And we're so glad you're here to help us, to enhance our love for Haiti too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Mon chéri, Haiti.
Yes. Especially because I've been intrigued by Haiti for a really long time.
Really?
Mostly through its history and
With
its
Dominican
literature.
Republic?
Yeah, and its relationship with the Dominican Republic. And then my dad used to have to travel to Haiti a lot for work.
Oh, when?
Maybe early 2000s as part of kind of like the UN peacekeeping missions that were still there. Yeah. So, he came back with some very interesting observations about it. I have seen in recent years more people going. Mm-hmm. And I would really love to see.
Haiti is so beautiful, and it's almost like it's being kept a secret. I mean, it is stunningly beautiful. And this is from someone who sees lots and lots of beauty on travel. Haiti means land of mountains, and that was the thing that surprised me. I don't know that, because you think island. I wasn't thinking mountainous, but it really is, and it's just sweeping with these huge peaks and green and the beaches. It's gorgeous.
Well, I'm sold.
Done. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Well, when you heard, the comments that 45 made, what was your reaction to it?
Well, first of all, I typically ignore all the ignorance coming out of the White House, so I usually do not directly respond. But I feel like Haiti has been targeted for so long in terms of negative images, so I felt compelled to set the record straight because there's a lot of stereotypes out there that aren't necessarily true about Haiti, and I'm tired of them. Mm-hmm. So I felt compelled to start writing, and I had already actually been doing this, but as you saw with my post, I felt like, okay, this has to be directly addressed.
And how long have you been visiting Haiti?
Oh, that wasn't my first time.
Okay.
That's why my post it was a trip of a lifetime. Mm-hmm. I mean, it really changed me. Mm-hmm. I had been wanting to go for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And what made you decide to finally buy the ticket and go?
I actually was invited to cover the Port-au-Prince Jazz Festival.
Ooh.
This is the other thing that actually got me upset. It's like, okay, almost every island in the Caribbean has a jazz festival. How is it that Haiti has been having this since 2007? And I had never heard of it.
Yeah.
Never. International jazz festival. There were musicians from France, from Switzerland, from around the Caribbean. I mean, it was phenomenal. So that's what brought me there.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you were first planning the trip, what kind of research and preparation did you do?
So I've been thinking about that. This is the thing. Haiti is not the kind of place for a tourist. And I'm putting my hands in quotation marks, meaning that it's not the kind of destination that you go to and figure you'll stay in the resort, although you could do that and just lay on the beach. It's not that kind of place. The culture and the history is so very deep that in order to really get a sense of the place, you need some sort of guide. Unless you speak French or Creole, you really do need a guide because you will miss so much. I had Cyril from Tour Haiti, who was, oh my God, this man, his history. He actually, I believe, was a history professor because there's just everywhere we went, he had all of this wonderful history and culture. And the thing about a place like Haiti is that you want to be able to understand the meaning and the significance of so much that you will not unless you know some French or Creole. You will be lost. Lots of people do speak English, and the Haitian diaspora is very, very big. When I was there were tons and tons of Haitian Americans. But as you get out of Port-au-Prince, you can't expect people to speak English, and you will just miss so much. So, yeah, in terms of preparation, you definitely should book some sort of tour. And this, it's not like a big bus tour or anything. This was like a private one-on-one. So it's not one of those big package things, and he will do whatever it is that you're interested in. But that is one of the things that you have to do. I was actually surprised to see so many 3- and 4-star hotels. Not surprised in that I knew that Haiti had some tourism infrastructure, but I didn't think it was that sophisticated. It is, actually. I mean, you have your choice of hotels or guest houses. It's not a problem at all. Hostels, not so much.
Okay. Yeah, and when making reservations for accommodations, I mean,
you can go online. Yeah, see people again. It's like,
I know. I feel like I'm being so ignorant.
No, you're not.
It,
and this is what I feel really, really privileged to kind of let people know. Now, granted, on the way over, on the American flight, it was filled with missionaries. I think I was the only one not a missionary.
Oh.
So you can understand how those kinds of stereotypes get out. Now, however, the man that I was sitting next to was a retired missionary bringing his kids to see Haiti. And he's like, it is so beautiful. Yeah. So, but it's so frustrating. The country is still reeling from so many disasters, political and natural. So you have all of these people who are there and continue to come there. But there's a lot going on in Haiti besides that.
Yeah.
But you don't hear about it.
Right.
Again, hence an international jazz festival, hence an international food festival in September. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got all this stuff going on, but you don't hear about it.
Like, where did you and Cyril go?
In terms of places to visit, absolutely bucket list. You must, in your lifetime, get to La Citadelle. That is the mountainside fortress built on the top. And I have seen fortresses all over Europe, all over Latin America and the Caribbean. This took my breath away. I am not exaggerating. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's just so majestic. And of course, you can only get there by climbing on a horse. So the whole experience is just so life-changing and moving because it literally is really at the top of a mountain and you see it. In terms of architecture, it's quite stunning, but it's also stunning when you think of the logistics of how they did this and how the fact that these were formerly enslaved people who figured out that they were going to build a fortress, and if the French ever came back, they were not getting them because they'd be able to see them from that fortress.
Yeah.
And they had plans that, it's stunning. There's also a palace, Sanssouci Palace, which the first Haitian king built, which is also stunning. It is in ruins. Of course, they're ruins, but it's quite beautiful. The scenery, the views, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That should be, for anybody, that should be the number one you absolutely have to do if you go to Haiti. It's just mind-blowing. So that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Second thing, I think I was talking earlier, Haiti has particular music, a lot of different indigenous forms. But there's a very famous band called the Ram Band, and they have a residence in Hotel Olafsen in Port-au-Prince. And Richard Morse is the founder and lead singer of this band. Now, I had heard of him because I do a lot of music stuff, and I had heard the music, and it's hard to explain, but it's sort of, some people call it voodoo rock, but it is a mixture of traditional folk. I saw instruments that I've never seen in my life, and some rock elements, and so it's you've got to see it. The performance they have at Hotel Olafsen is open to the public, and you see locals, you see tourists, you see everybody, and they're dancing, and of course it's till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I actually saw somebody go into a trance. It's just unbelievable. And the band is like 24 people up on stage. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing. So yes, this is the other thing that you must do when you go to Haiti. Also, Haiti, and I was very familiar with this, in that Chicago has not a big, but quite a sizable Haitian diaspora. And we actually have a couple of Haitian art museums. So I have some Haitian art, and I'm kind of familiar with it. So I knew that Haiti was kind of known for their artisanship. Mm-hmm. But I was not prepared for how it is very much a part of the daily life. You cannot go anywhere in Haiti or Port-au-Prince and not see the tap-taps colored and painted, the shops on the sidewalk. There will be, from the sidewalk lined up to the tree, paintings, hand-painted. Just art everywhere. So one of the things that you've got to do is you've got to go to the iron market. Haiti is known for their iron art craftsmanship that they make out of iron, and it's something to see. You can actually see them created. And this is not even half of the list. It's like so many things. Really, it was a lifetime
Keep
trip.
going.
The Haitian National Museum. Oh my God. In Port-au-Prince, there is a museum dedicated to the history and the culture of Haiti, unlike any museum I've ever seen, and I'm a museum nerd. They have their freedom fighters, the people who fought and won their independence. They have their tombs there as part of the museum.
Wow.
And then inside the museum, they have artifacts like they have the anchor from the Santa Maria.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that?
Oh,
yes.
God.
I know. It's like they've got paintings. It's like unbelievable. And then the grounds, they have gardens. It's just in and of itself, it's like a destination you need to go and see. So the history of Haiti, from the freedom fighters through the arts, through the political turmoil, all of that is represented in that museum. Mm-hmm. And it is quite impressive. And then we get to the food. Mm-hmm. People, again, because there is this stereotype of, Haiti, so poor, starving people, there is a very sophisticated Haitian cuisine that you could go to Haiti and just do food tours, quite frankly.
Tell me more.
Right? That good.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I actually met a couple of Haitian chefs when I was there, and I was just blown. Now, again, because I do have Haitian friends, I have had Haitian food and I knew it was good. I just didn't know how extensive it was until I got to Haiti. So there are specific foods that you will hear of. The first thing you will hear about is griot. Griot is fried pork that is seasoned with scotch-bonnet peppers and lemons and all these other things. I can't tell you because I don't eat meat, but this is what everybody else was eating, and everybody else, I mean, it does look quite good. That is a popular dish in a street food. Also, if you've been to the Caribbean, you've had patties. Well, in Haiti, they're called pâtés, and they're not like your typical patties in that because of the French influence, it's like a French puff pastry. And then you have the filling. Oh, let me tell you.
All you had to say was puff pastry. Yeah.
They have lambi, which you will also see a lot of places. Lambi Creole, which is conch in a Creole sauce. Very rich sauce. They put the sauce in a lot of different things. Chicken dishes. The thing that did strike me is there's this pumpkin soup. Jumeau, I think is the name of it. And I saw it served for dinner, and I learned that there's a history behind it. Apparently, during slavery, the colonialists would eat this pumpkin soup, which was very rich and very hearty. And enslaved people weren't even able to get near the pumpkin. Oh. So after they won their independence, it became the signature dish that they eat to celebrate their freedom. So on January 1st, everybody eats this soup. They also eat it I think on Sundays they eat it. But I didn't know the significance behind that until I got to Haiti. And it's very, very good. I mean, it's just not pumpkins. There's all sorts of things also, and I can't tell you what's in it. But that's another dish that you will see that's wonderful. I actually went to several restaurants that were all very, very sophisticated, and one in particular, l'Observatoire, which actually is on a viewpoint of, again, Haiti and the hills and the mountains. It's on a small mountain, and you see this sweeping view of Port-au-Prince. And it's a restaurant, and they have traditional Haitian dishes, and it's just wonderful.
Did you find Haiti to be expensive or cheap?
Actually, cheap. The thing is, so I did not change any of my money. The Haitian currency is the goud, because I found that, especially in Port-au-Prince, most people do take credit cards. And on the street, as I was buying up the art and everything, they'll take American dollars. I took American dollars and I had my credit card and I was fine. I've been told that you don't want to use the ATM anyway. It's just cash. And ATM is probably going to be pretty good. And it goes a long way, Nothing was expensive, no.
Apparently, there is a quiet growing interest in Haiti, it seems like, in terms of tourism. What do you think would more tourism help or hurt Haiti? And how are they prepared to deal with, a potential influx?
Haiti, to me, is like Cuba in that there are lots of people who might be interested, but your typical tourist is not going to be able to really deal with the lack of infrastructure. It is beautiful. The people are warm and very, very welcoming. However, the roads, I have never seen roads so treacherous. I mean, to the point where I don't know how the local women wear heels. That's how treacherous those roads are. So transportation, you definitely need a guide and someone who's going to take you. I mean, I wouldn't feel unsafe getting on a tap-tap, but again, logistically, how long it would take you to get where you're going on those roads in the tap-tap, it's just... So I'm not worried about Haiti being overpowered by tourism like that. That kind of tourism is usually for destinations that have these big resorts that people flock to. Haiti is not that kind of destination. But I do feel very strongly. So there are a couple of cruise ships that come into Haiti, Labadee specifically. And I actually feel very strongly about that. I feel that it does kind of set Haiti up as, they have pretty beaches, but we don't want to have any contact with the people.
Right.
And I really feel like the locals don't get any benefit from it either. I would not, encourage you to experience Haiti that way. I would encourage you to come and stay at a hotel, and that way the people would benefit from it. And yeah, like I said, there were lots of hotels. Haiti does have the infrastructure to accommodate significant tourism, because I'm looking at that international jazz fest that brought people in from around the world, and everywhere we went, it was packed and all the hotels were filled, but they accommodated the people. So yeah, it can take some tourism.
What is Port-au-Prince like as a city?
It is a typical Caribbean city in that it's a little chaotic. Lots of street vendors, people selling things, music everywhere, people playing dominoes in the street. That's very much like any other island. But it's sprawling. And again, the hills. So again, not that easy to navigate. I would never consider going by myself without some sort of guide or tour company or something. And I say that as, a woman traveling alone, but not necessarily in terms of safety issues. I never felt unsafe. And I do know people who travel to Haiti and go, and, as long as you've got some street smarts, you're not stupid.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like, oh my God, they're going to kidnap you. No.
So how would you compare it to like other destinations like Jamaica or the Dominican Republic or?
Haiti is unlike any other island, and I knew this intuitively, and when I got there, it was clear. First of all, Haiti is the first Black republic, and that history and that culture is seeped within everything. And the Caribbean, of course, does have, Santo Domingo is pretty old as well, but the feel is totally different. I would actually say, if you'd ask me if there was any place that reminded me of Haiti, it would be Cuba, actually. Okay. Yeah, because that history, you see it in the buildings. The people are very warm. Yeah, that's the closest I would say you get to Haiti. But in terms of the natural beauty, oh my gosh, I was not prepared for that. It is stunning. Those beaches are, they're gorgeous. You could actually go and stay at a beach hotel and just be in paradise. You could do that in Haiti. People just don't know. You could. There are not lots, but enough that you have to choose from beach hotels that are on a beach, and you can just stay there and eat. And
did you do that? Did you stay?
No. I didn't have time because I was there for the jazz festival, which was beautiful. And then I went to Cap Haitian to see the Citadelle, which is, that's a day just to get up there. And, just getting around Port-au-Prince and seeing some of the sights. Haiti and Port-au-Prince is not small. It's not the kind of thing you just, do a day or two. I mean, there's a lot to see and experience.
Yeah. And it sounds like you packed it in.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I was just so happy just to get the experience. I was, I've been waiting a long time to see Haiti, and I would definitely encourage people to. It's not hard to get to. Flight out of Florida is like, an hour maybe?
Oh, wow.
The hotels are very accessible. I mean, it's not a whole lot to stop you.
Did you get the feeling that the Haitians were surprised by your presence?
I felt, like I said, it's like all of this has been going on and nobody's been talking about it. I almost felt like this was a secret that everybody knew and that I was getting in on it. No, they weren't surprised. They were all very welcoming. Again, I think Haitians are very anxious for people to see that, this is a beautiful country. It's not all disaster and poverty. Right. So everybody is very gracious anyway. But I think that people, like I said, there's a very big Haitian diaspora in Miami, and I think they go back and forth. So there's lots of people just coming for weekend trips, and then you have these events like the Jazz Fest and the Food Fest, And, they're used to people coming in and spending money and hanging out. No, I never got that sense at all.
Yeah.
No.
Did you, besides the Haitian Americans, though, did you see any, other big group of tourists? I'm wondering, maybe Australians have discovered it, and we just don't know.
Or those pesky Germans.
Yeah, or those Germans that you find everywhere.
No, I didn't see big groups of anybody. When I was at La Citadelle, I did see a big group of Japanese people.
Interesting.
Again, the history. They were there taking those pictures. Yeah.
That surprises me. Yeah. That seems like a long trip.
I mean, I don't know, but that was the big group that I did notice. There were people coming from all over, because I definitely was having problems talking to anybody because nobody spoke English. I heard French. I think I was hearing Dutch. There were people coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
They were.
I feel like it's a really American thing where, your Cuba example, where we go places and we're like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And all the European people are like, oh yeah, we've been coming here for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cuba's a good example. So many of my Latin American friends actually do the all-inclusive in Cuba. It's very, very normal, but it's
I
not
would never
something...
do an all-inclusive in Cuba.
No, I wouldn't either, but I think it just goes to show, though, since there was never the embargo, it's not like they think oh, I really want to see the culture. For them, it's very much I just want to go to a pretty beach. Cuba has this really cheap deal right now. I'm going,
Spring break.
Yeah, spring break kind of thing.
And I think Americans travel a certain kind of way that's different than the way Europeans travel.
Yes.
Hence, there are certain places that do attract Americans and not so much Europeans. But, you have to look at the distance, too.
Right.
And the same stereotypes that we see here, they also see in Europe. So I don't know, but I can tell you there's definitely tourism going on. I can tell you that it is. And I was actually happy to see it. And more sustainable type of tourism, the type of tourism that you do want to support. So I actually stayed at the Marriott Port-au-Prince, and I was blown away because it looked like no Marriott I had ever seen in my life. Apparently, and I didn't even know this, there's a Mr. Marriott.
What?
I know! They're oh yes, Mr. Marriott had so many people working in Florida who had been affected by the hurricane that he decided to have this hotel totally dedicated to Haitian culture. So from top to bottom, it is covered. It was curated by a Haitian artist. All of the food, all of the employees, everything, 100% Haitian.
Wow.
I was just blown away.
First of all, the fact that a Mr. Marriott exists.
I know. I was like,
sounds like a movie.
What?
Yeah. Bob Marriott?
Yeah. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, Mr. Marriott decided. I'm like, oh, okay. But I just say that to mean that, you think of Marriott, American, what? No, you would not. You wouldn't know it was a Marriott, frankly.
Right.
And I just felt like I was experiencing the culture at every turn. Everything from the menus to the food to everything was very much Haitian.
Yeah.
And that's what I go to places for. It's like I want to experience the people and the culture. So there are a lot of gift shop had all of these locally made things from artisans who had their own little small shops. Mm-hmm. The toiletries, locally made. So those are the kinds of things, it's like, you go to Haiti and you buy those things because that's supporting the people and it's also supporting the culture and the traditions.
Yeah.
You were there to cover the Jazz Fest. Mm-hmm. Speaking of traditions, did you get to see any traditional Haitian performances?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, so Vodou, which is the tradition that encompasses Yoruba religion and a lot of different traditions. I did see a little bit of that. You will see the voodoo flags everywhere. The thing is, if you don't understand what it is or the symbolism, it'll go right past you. But it is all over, and it is very much incorporated into the culture. Haiti is a Catholic country, but depending who you're talking to and where you go, you can experience the very traditional voodoo practices.
That's like my favorite kind of Catholic countries.
Yeah.
The ones that just do a lot of other practices.
Well, they incorporate. I mean, Brazil and Cuba are the other places where you really see that, and it's great.
Fun fact, Haiti is where zombies were created.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm really going to say about that.
There's something in the air in Haiti. I'm not even exaggerating. There really is.
Yeah. Did you feel it's on the verge of becoming big?
I feel that Haiti is definitely on the come up. Mm-hmm. I definitely felt and saw it on a lot of levels. The fact that you have, like, Tour Haiti, I love because it's small and it's historically based. But there are lots of other tourism places that you can. The fact that you have these choices tells you that there are people coming and there's enough of a demand. Definitely. It's on its way up.
Yeah.
Definitely. One of the things that I did experience that really struck me as something that you could only experience in Haiti, besides all of the history and culture. So throughout the Caribbean, you've got rum. Haiti has a version called Clarin. I was struck by the fact that you have these homemade stills on the roadside where that you can buy it. So still made from the sugarcane process, but of course it has not been aged. Here we are.
So moonshine rum.
And you can only find Clarin in Haiti. They don't, of course, export it.
Not yet.
Oh, actually, you're right, because there's, people go and they love it. Just being in the streets, you will see people sell this Clarin, and it's a very much of a local thing. And it was, of course, really, really strong. For me, the experience of actually being in the still, where they, you saw the sugarcane husk, and that was just such an experience for me.
Well, Haiti. So, in terms of, because you've traveled a lot in the Caribbean, right?
I specialize in the Caribbean.
Yeah. So, would you put Haiti kind of at the top of your list?
Top of my list for
travel in general. Like, top of the places that you've liked the most.
Oh, see, that's a whole other question. Yeah, that I like the most, and that I tell people that, Haiti is for the traveler. It is not for the tourist.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely up there. It is one of my all-time favorites in terms of Caribbean islands. Yeah. Most definitely. Go and experience it. Even if you just go for 3 days and you stay at a beach hotel, go and experience it. It will be unlike any other experience you've had traveling, I guarantee.
Well, thanks so much for coming and letting us know the real Haiti, or what Haiti is really like.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And where can people find you once again?
They can find me at Farsighted Girl, FARSIGHTEDGIRL, on Instagram and Twitter.
Yay! And you can find us at XXWillTravel on Instagram and Twitter, xxwilltravel.com. Subscribe on iTunes or on your favorite Android podcast player. Go to the website, sign up for our newsletter. Let us know how you feel. Leave us a review. And most importantly, go forth and travel.